Мгм. Так, всем привет. С вами снова канал Game. Вот. И мы продолжим проходить Noire. У нас сейчас отдел поджогов. Мы в нем еще не сделали ни одного расследования. Вот и начнем. Так, я сразу напомню, что у меня есть два канала на Твиче и на Ютубе, на которые вы можете подписаться. А также, если хотите их поддержать, то ссылку найдите под трансляцией. Козырщик. Так, и что он делает? Я не совсем понимаю, что он делает. О, привет, Хадлов.
Okay, everyone, keep it down.
Так.
Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
И почему ты сделал такое решение?
Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long then.
Ну, насчет этого я не знал.
Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened.
Ну, хотя да, я слышу то, что вроде как на ютубе детектив там немного похуже. И надо его выше ставить.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
Но я так сделаю, скорее всего, когда у меня будет новая видюха. А то сейчас у меня все через курс обрабатывается.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage.
Mary says he'll sing, but if I guarantee he'll walk.
А когда будет у меня новая видюха, я без понятия.
I know that face. That's the guy who busted all those Negro drug pushers last week, isn't it?
Но не раньше, чем через месяц. А кстати, у меня есть там выбор качества на Твиче?
How long have you been working arson? We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Go look somewhere else.
Да, я тоже заметил.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station, your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just
Но не
drive,
факт, что
hotshot.
они надолго задержатся. Так, что у нас тут? Ну, я имею в виду то, что вряд ли они подпишутся и прочее, да и вообще будут проявлять какую-то активность.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island.
Так,
Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. Let me come home with this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky,
Да.
really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
поехали в отпуск.
It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Dirty cop from the newspaper.
Давайте-ка сначала осмотрим дом. Точнее, то, что от него осталось.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
Инстахит, который раз уже. Популярная компания. Ну, у меня стоит это,
Recently serviced.
чтобы ставилось 720. У меня так вот по стандарту выдавал бы 900. Ну, как источника. Но я установил на 720. Книжки.
Not sure this means much. Incidental.
Всякое барахло.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train?
Тут должно быть и что-то полезное.
Some barflies was murdered. Seems the mix looks a lot
Так еще бы знать, где искать.
Mr. Stevens?
Ай.
Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Так, вперед.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Угу. Я пока хотел это... Да и чтоб тебя.
Look, I'd
Посмотреть
appreciate
улики.
it if we could get this over with.
То есть должно быть что-то еще. А нет, оказывается, ничего нету. А, ну тогда пойду подругу.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Угу.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Так, что дальше?
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Так. Блин.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Уже 9.
Once with him.
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy?
Так, пойдем звякнем.
The heck? Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the suburban
Ну
redevelopment.
да, согласен.
Yes, Detective. Just
Сегодня
checking.
муж снова устроил. Возможно.
The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks for your help.
Я, кстати, нашел там сегодня пару классных песен. Одну я специально искал. Ну так вот, одну я специально искал, а потом просто перебирал.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Any Sentry unit, 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Вон, смотри. Дома. Все строится. Сейчас у меня есть одно предположение, которое я не буду оглашать. Потом я просто скажу, совпадает с моим или нет. Так будет идти расследование. А то есть вероятность, что я могу заспойлерить. Хотя я сам еще не знаю правильный ответ. Но все-таки. Так, еще один сгоревший дом.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds.
Ох ты ж, блин.
Another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Да. Целая семья сгорела.
Mal,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular
Так.
client. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete now.
А, это City of Brass,
I'm in arson for a reason.
где там с Твича идет
I feel sorry
интерактив.
for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case
Надо
man.
вводить
One of
там
the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
значение
I'd say that's
в
firm
чате
but fair.
Твича, и это будет давать что-нибудь в самой игре. Да-да. Чё, хочешь его вечером?
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Посмотрим, что у нас тут для начала. Ух ты, блин, даже тачка загорела. Так, а где же Перси? Это хлам. Так, часы. А, кстати, говори про водонагреватель, где он сам? Что-то я его тут не вижу. Ну да, у Ики еще есть. Где этот долбанный водонагреватель? Что у тебя там? Проблема с интернетом была? И это был косяк стрима, вот что мне интересно. Блин, я не могу найти водонагреватель. А, вот, нашел.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel.
Ха, вот опять поездка.
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. Been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Так.
You can still catch 'em.
А ну-ка стоять. Я говорю, будет, возможно, ну, я могу его и вечером провести, если что.
Stop! LAPD! We got an idea.
Вместо джаз-дэнса. А так у меня задача на этой неделе закончить свой Noire.
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no.
Нет, сейчас у меня
I heard it over
Noire.
the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
There are house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub
Я говорю, у меня тут сейчас дэнсы проведу сегодня.
or stay out of my way. You got it?
Ну, пока это... Две вещи связывают эти два пожара. Это лотерея. А, турагентство. И там одно и то же турагентство. Вот как получается. Люди выиграют в лотерею, уезжают отдыхать, возвращаются, а дом сгорел. Но в данном случае одна семья не поехала из-за того, что сгорел ребенок. В итоге сгорели. Совпадение? Не думаю. Дайте я проеду, а.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Угу. Сейчас глянем. Так. Вот Сойеры.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Так, а как там вторая семейка была? Я не помню.
Here they are.
А вот Стефенсы.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Ладно.
Come
Ой,
back,
я не
detective.
то.
There's more. I want to
Эй,
help
я
if I
не то
can.
хотел сделать. Принять язык. Радиоударение билет. Фонд. Билетодавление. Окей.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Что-то тут не то, да?
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Нормально. Крутани его. Так. Опять фонд.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
Сейчас пойдем узнаем у них, что к чему. И почему это выглядит так подозрительно. Сколько там еще ехать? Опс, чуть не промазал. Площадка. Мы же вроде в офис уехали.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Что это все типа?
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Да. Вот и спасать. А где, собственно, эта вот организация? Ты о чем, Блейд? А, ты про то, что случилось в конце... Да-да. Ну, тут прямо с начала стрима, ну, точнее, с начала этого отдела поджогов, сразу было показано, как его высмеивают. Почему сразу минус жизнь?
We came as soon as we could.
Так.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Угу. Так. Хрена обслуживания. Так, в основном осматриваю режимы аварии.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Так. Так, блин, расставь ты. Вообще без понятия еще как надо делать. Но, видимо, что-то не так. Тоже нет. Ладно.
Good, your regulator's in position.
О, регулятор на месте. Значит, ты у нас идешь справа. А ты слева. Что, нет?
The gas bubble needs to be next
Да.
to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Так, газу... Ага.
Okay,
Всё.
I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Неплохая демонстрация.
When is America gonna understand?
Show?
The next fire. You should go to the
Oh.
factory and see how many of these things are going bang tonight.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that would like for a lot of things. We don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him or anything.
Все как гоняем туда-сюда, ничего толком не делаем. Да блин ты. Кто тебя учил так перестраиваться? Так, мы прибыли. Инстахит.
My acting coach says I have real talent.
Are you
Здравствуйте,
LAPD
здравствуйте.
detectives, ma'am? We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Never get into fights with ugly people.
Okay,
They have
girl.
nothing to lose.
Who stole my cigarette?
I think his name is Phelps.
Так, и где найти этого рачища? Так, подожди-ка.
See his lovely wife and children in the paper. What a
New
rat.
and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Is he
Ну
in
да.
some kind of trouble?
А вот менеджер направо.
You are a modest little person with much to be modest.
И где? А, вот. Фу ты, блин.
Detective
Так
Phelps
немного
and
странно.
Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Ага, понятно. То есть, получается, газ полностью не перекрыт. И идет утечка.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Согласен.
How many guys
Что?
know how to make that change?
All you need is a screwdriver and a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Что-то не договаривает.
You employ accredited mechanics to do
Блин.
this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then.
They know what they're doing to tech.
Так, ладно. А я знаю, что надо убирать.
My wife is so dumb, she stares at orange juice for hours. LAPD detectives, ma'am.
Да.
We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Okay.
How bad is it? Come on, you
I
can
know
tell
that
me.
face. That's the guy who busted
New
all
and
those New York
improved
drug pushes
model.
last week, isn't it?
They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
What a skunk. Walking out on his wife like that.
И снова здравствуйте.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look.
Сейчас снова расскажет о поломке.
We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Ладно.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Да.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Так. Попробуй-ка.
What about Reginald Barley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Вот так вот.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Try that again, asshole.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
А вещи не надо.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Так, а где телефон у нас тут?
I wish I could afford that.
А, вот, еще один.
When is America gonna understand? It's not about getting. It's about
Advice?
giving.
Еще этим нельзя.
Run the list of employees by R&I.
А тут где телефон? А, вот он. Увидел.
I used to be indecisive. Now, I'm not so sure.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
What the hell?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Ох ты ж, блин.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. previous conviction for arson and
Вот так
malicious
вот.
damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Опа-на.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
А Байрон у нас, кажется, за убийство
Your
разыскивается.
employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Смотри, пришли в компанию Инстахит, где водонагреватели, так?
Here. Happy now?
Stick
И в
around,
итоге
Mr.
оказалось, там
Rasick.
работают несколько преступников. Один из которых в розыске за убийство.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Один в прошлом был поджигателем. Эй. Так. Зачем? Мы же изучили. Он. Один там неуважение к суду. И один разыскивается за убийство. А, вот что. Так. Я не понял, за что того судили? Все? Как-то не особо полезно. Так, где следующий? Ага, вот. Мэтью Райан. Они что, распространяют эти листовки?
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Ах, блин. И пока не дочитает, не закрыть.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Так. Инструмент.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Но он нам не нужен. Ну, больше тут ничего интересного. Мне кажется, самое интересное будет у Реджинеда.
My company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
Ну, нам уже рассказывали про спиральки. В схеме.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Да, все довольно-таки подозрительные личности. Особенно Варри. Так. И что это у нас тут? Так, только что ведь рассказали. Так. Я хочу сразу поговорить с Ларри.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Я только что видел, как машина исчезла.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Ах, и он побежал, да?
Come on, Varley! Can't keep running forever!
А ну-ка стоять.
Run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Не мешать. Так, все, он замедляется. Ты арестован.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Да, потом с тобой поговорим еще. Так, следующий. Клеменс. Ходит самый безобидный из всех. Хотя его это уже садили за поджог. Он сидел 4 года. Блин, не следовать. Так, я видеть твоя тупой башка.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Так,
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
ты серьезно? Так. У меня есть там... А, вот список монтажников, да.
You have a real viper's nest at Insta-Heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that.
А, он на себя, так.
Look, I've
Что?
been cooperative. How about letting me get back to
Серьезно, не сработало. Надо было начать список.
You were licensed and worked for Insta-Heat?
I contract for them. So what?
Insta-Heat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Серьезно?
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Явно врешь.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Нет, но мы видели эти брошюры.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
А, хороший мало, хоть и поджег дом. Эй. Блин, телефон. Да и ты серьезно? Ну, давай открывай мне чат, как положено. Вот. Чем? Так, у нас остался последний. И что он нам выдаст? Ну, я, кстати, знаю этого актера с плаката.
Are you Matthew
Видел
Ryan?
его в сериале «Грань».
Who's asking? Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
I said, son of a bitch.
Решил на машине удрать. А ну стоять.
Over GI's backyards is crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Блин.
Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
Я боюсь тут ехать нормально.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody. Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Get in close and steer him off the top.
Ну, на улице уже не так страшно.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tire.
He's got
О, блин. Вот это серьезно сейчас было, да? Вот так тебе. Блин. А ну стоять. Блин, у меня телефон соскальзывает на этой подставке.
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Машина сквозь полицейского проехала.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Да, поедем и закончим с этим делом.
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer, a hit-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle code 2 identified.
Эй! Он меня подрезал.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing.
Put him down with my
Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Да нет, так просто водичку.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
Если бы налил чай и кофе, они бы ушли в мосты.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Так. Что-то он явно скрывает. Так. Кстати, это у нас кто? А, да, это у нас Райан.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Ну да, мне как-то доказать-то нечего.
You're off the hook. For now.
Поэтому сомнение.
Last
Блин,
chance.
и неправильно.
You level with me or I'm sending you to the DA. A conviction for sedition and murder will do wonders for his re-election campaign.
Nice try. But I got nothing to lose.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Она говорит, что это может делать любой. Так. Показания, да? Да. Когда через ложь.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay. So I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Так,
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
мне кажется, он врет.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Так, ага.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
У нас есть твое
You're
досье.
lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it.
Так, а вот это уже
What would you
интересно.
do?
Which company?
Asbestos Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Сейчас поговорим со вторым.
Are we going to the Mocambo this
I
Friday?
think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Так,
Guy gave his wife a tap. Say
нет.
all's fair in love
А
and
где у
war.
нас вторая?
Remember that dead lady they found under the train?
Где вторая допросная?
He solved the case. Booked some
А, вот она.
That bum took a swipe at me.
We have
I put
Matthew
him down
Ryan
with
in
my
custody,
staff.
Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though.
А то, что ты туда 3 раза ездил.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweep. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Ха. Вот. Видно, как глазки-то бегают. Блин, но надо было выбрать ложь.
Hey, look, I could try to pin this on one of the other guys, but I'd just be making something up.
Так, интересно, получится его допрос переделать? А, это норма. Для сюжетных это норма. Никто не любит
I say we bust in there
истории.
and find the goddamn evidence.
I have two suspects.
А, блин, мне сейчас обоих заново это спрашивать.
Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Блин.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and
Save
pushed
yourself
him
some
in front
time
of the
and
car?
get this thing off your chest.
Cop that caught her.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Так, попробуем.
So you
Нет.
know just what I'm thinking, as well as what I'm supposed to have done.
Я все равно не знаю, как правильно этот вопрос.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I
А там,
don't.
наверное, надо было на листовку.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You'd just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Так.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Да чешешь ты.
You're lying.
Я в курсе.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Так, досье Райана.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty
Да-да,
heater
ты как думал.
installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out,
Да чтоб тебя.
you keep your seat until we decide how long to
Телефон
lock you up
скатывается
for,
и
knucklehead.
скатывается.
You're a real asshole, you know that?
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects.
Так, надо выйти из здания, чтобы сохранение прошло.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down.
Что, не сохраняет?
Wrinkled was not one
Ну
of the
ладно.
things I wanted to be when I grew up.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Так.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
InstaHeat.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an InstaHeat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire, huh?
Ох ты ж, блин. А, вот.
You're saying I'm some kind of
Блин.
psycho for hire? It's not true.
Опять неверно.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Блин, я не знаю, что делать. Давайте просто обвиним того и все.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Вот это вот.
You're a real asshole, you know that?
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Они тут хотя бы единство палочки. Те тут новое дело. Все. На 4 звезды, скорее всего. Да ладно, на 5. Так, еще одно расследование. Ну да.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Так, что у нас дальше за расследование? Подождите, сейчас пока небольшую паузу. Отойду буквально пару минут и вернусь. Итак, продолжаем. Я вернулся. Оригами. Кто тут забыл мастер оригами? Это же не Хэви Рейн.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
He drove me up to Mulholland and we did some necking.
Ах ты, идем.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? We solved that case. Took some bar flat for the murder.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Эй, ты... Смотри, куда прешь.
You hear about Ranch?
Я сейчас бабу за руль садиться.
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget it.
I'm teasing you, Hirsch. Tell me about it.
The new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. The guys are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
KGPL to any central unit.
Shit about Jeff.
Any central
The
unit
arson desk been
identified.
trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Hirsch.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
Хорошо. Ну, как минимум час будет длиться расследование. Так, сейчас налево. И вот мы почти на месте.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Так, что там у нас?
Do you have a name?
Я опять видел один баг.
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Там у напарника лицо было зеленым буквально полсекунды.
Be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't exposed. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt it.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
Да ну
Still
нафиг.
doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Это чё за жесть-то такая?
What are they doing?
Prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
Да. А вот семейные
You
фото.
ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
Got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. Probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Ох ты ж.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating pigs.
Так, ну тут есть еще улики. Надо осмотреться. О, блин. Тело развалилось. А тут наводнение. Так. Ну и нафиг не это. Что у нас тут?
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
Так. А, блин. Вот молоточек. А он нам нафиг не нужен. Так, есть что-то еще? А, лучше что-то не тратить время. Используем. Так, сейчас снаружи дома. Да ёшкин тишка. Нафиг мне этот ролик.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Вот черт.
We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
И я еще...
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Я это не все уики осмотрела. Инстахит. Реальные твари.
Looks like the same model.
Блин, из этого видеоролика мне все уики спрятало. А должно быть еще две. Ладно, заюзаем еще раз. Пофигу. Вот. Так, сначала ту. А, это у нас газетка.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first I didn't understand you, but now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased.
А, это, видимо, как раз тот сам поджигатель.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
И уже были истории из газет с ним.
Cops, it's gotta be something big, right?
Там что тут что-то есть. А вот. Следы.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
И окурки.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
У нас тут соседушка. Опять поглазим.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Так.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Что ты не договариваешь?
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
И опять то же самое. Как в прошлом расследовании. Хотят купить дом. Им это не разрешают. В итоге они выигрывают поездку в Токио. Уезжают. дом сгорает. А некоторые не уезжают, но дом сначала сгорает.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Опять ты что-то не договариваешь, а?
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them.
Elysian.
Billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Видимо, хочешь.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Ну, ясен пень, он сам построил дом. А
You
тут
said the
его
Morellis
выгоняют.
had one a weekend away.
Типа продавай
To
все.
Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
А тут, похоже, честно.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Thanks for your time,
Я
Mr.
не как стимул, а как повод,
Hey, if you're
чтобы избавиться
interested,
от
I
людей,
have one of
чтобы
those
поджечь.
competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
Couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
Elysian Fields.
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
А, еще одна такая.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Так.
Well, all these cops. It's gotta be something big, right?
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Их там скажут.
Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli farm.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
А не
Commander,
пофиг.
we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps.
Ха.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Едва он слышать от начальника отдела подходов, ты с огнем играешь.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go. We are not going to...
Yes, we are.
You just won't let this go, will you, Cole?
You know they're involved somehow. You expect me to turn my back on it?
You're a big boy. I expect you to know which battles are worth going like attention.
Так. А вот и они. Так, Глен.
What on earth is that man doing?
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Серьезно?
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Ah.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
Terrible, boys. How can I help?
Так.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Да, привет. Мы тут смотри, с кем общаемся. Довольно-таки известный актер.
What's your connection to the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
It's an organization of civic-minded individuals whose goal is to make the city a better place for its inhabitants. Something I was proud to be asked to join.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Ты серьезно?
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Так.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Так, их тоже. Так, давай вот так.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense. The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it would be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Тип пытается надавить.
Glad to be of help, officers.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Так.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Так.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to be when I
Your
grew
boss is a
up.
fine man. I gotta have it.
Так, народ, нам надо телефон.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Готов, успокойся
Bell,
уже.
1247.
Что ты так бомбишь-то?
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Ах, блин.
Thank you.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop's car.
Так, поедем дальше. Ранчо. А, привет. Блин, не успел затормозить. А сегодня у меня больше народу, чем обычно?
Oh, for God's sakes.
Еще одно грех здания.
You know,
Как поживаешь?
you're really missing Nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nation than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Ты чё, охренел? Эй, так. О, боевой режим. Кто следующий? А ну лежать. А, понятно. Ну, у меня
Good thing
сегодня.
you showed up when you did, detectives.
Какой
Those
Noire?
folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Так, где водонагреватель? Вот это самое главное. На все насрать, главное водонагреватель найти. А я его что-то не вижу нигде. Так, кстати, а где вход? Стоп. Тут что-то было.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Короче, стоит как попало.
You got an idea, Hotshot?
Это все, что ли? О,
Buy me a
Эрл.
drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. I'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you.
Да, ты меня подставил.
Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that
I
company.
have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Вот говнюк-то, а.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Пока я сам не знаю.
I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Еще в 5 по Москве.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
Так, поехали.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Ну, приходи. А и кстати, насчет этого рогаликов, один из которых я вот буду играть. Я знаю пару хороших, но для того, чтобы не сыграть, их надо купить. Поэтому если донаты наберутся на определенную сумму, я прикуплю еще их. И буду периодически проводить.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some
Let's
kind of
take a
problem.
look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Так.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. Like that case where the lady cut up like a dahlia.
Спирай от москитов.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Ох ты ж. Патроны 45-го калибра. Еще и бронебойные.
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
А, и 8 патронов не хватает. Ну и плакаты.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops! Again!
Вот блин, а.
Son of a bitch, he must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in, get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Как мне остановить трамвай?
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K, all units. Officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. The suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to Hamilton 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Действительно, я не упущу, но как мне его остановить?
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
Так. Привет.
End of the line, you little prick.
Так.
Come on, Cole.
Овертылфил Пикколо. Блин. А ну стоять. Что-то сейчас за дичь произошла, я сам не
Looks like we
знаю.
have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. Seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
А я сам особо не понял.
Nice work, gentlemen. put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? Be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Что ты перебарщиваешь?
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He is a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
А тебе кажется? Если хочешь увидеть Гитлера без усов, то запускай немецкую версию Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. Итак, на сегодня все. Продолжение будет в следующий раз. Когда он будет, я пока сам не знаю. Да, не забываем подписываться. Так, это был Казгейм. Всем спасибо, всем пока.